Hey Dragon Show fans, welcome to another edition of unboxing. This time we've got a box number 7 of our large pile of stuff that has come in, and we are gonna find some new goodies that'll excite you. Again, I don't know what's in here. This is all sealed from when I pretty much picked it up. I did see some pictures of a lot of these boxes, only what was on the top layer, and then I did spot checks when I bought the collection just to kind of get a better feel for how they looked, and then it was pretty much a take it all situation. I didn't care. So in this batch I see some cool stuff right out of the gate. Several cool items, so let's get at it. A reminder: we are doing whatnot auctions on Monday nights at 8 o'clock. Currently, I'm looking to find a better time if that works, but right now that's where we're at. So, first item out of the box is the Worlds of Wonder set from Chaosium in okay shape. It's got busted corners. You see, it looks like the stuff is in there. It's just kind of their generic system that they had come up with. This is interesting. Sword Bearer from Heritage Miniatures. This is early 80s, but honestly, I've never had one of these come through, so I'm kind of curious. Looks like there's books 3 and 5 and 1, so it does not look like it's a complete set, which is unfortunate, but maybe the rest will turn up. Anyway, a Sword Bearer set. Oh boy, I don't know that this is a role-playing item. Where Ray, UNAE sourcebook. This is Australian Realms, 1996. No idea, never heard of it. This one I've heard of, and this is a pretty rare item. This is one of the first Palladium books items. This is the Valley of the Pharaohs box set. Unfortunately, it's pretty crushed. I've had a couple of these over the years. This is a historical role-playing source campaign. Box is definitely crushed down, and some sun fading on the side. This is a really tough to find item, though. You do not see that very often. Small, looks like some small press stuff here. Now, this is going to be interesting because we're finding odds and ends all over the place. So, a couple of these I recognize. So, this is a Stupor Powers role-playing game. This was done by, who did this? Impressions? Wingnut Games. And then we've got the UN sanctioned from Nightshift. This is books 1 and 2. Nightshift Games. This is Super Megatopia role-playing game, another Nightshift Games item. So small press. Now we're getting into some interesting things here, I think. Well, this is Star Corp's Companion with a $5 price tag on it from Team Frog, Crunchy Frog. This looks old. It's not particularly old. This is the Space Infantry Rulebook, DNR Game Design, Bronxville, New York. Looks like they had to add a sticker over the previous person's name. 1982. So now we're getting into some older stuff. This I think I've heard of. This is Skinwalkers and Shapeshifters. This is a small press, Creative Dungeon Systems, Morningstar Publishing, 1980. Pretty sure I've heard of this one. I'm sure some people will be jumping up and down seeing some of this stuff. Okay, the Pantheon Deities, 1992, so a little more modern. Monster. This one was done, I think this is also about the same era as that. 1991, 1995. So nothing really old there. Skillmaster, the revised edition, and this one is from 1995. So it looks older based on the outer cover, but it's really not that old. World Action and Adventure official game set. Universal system for realistic role playing. This was circa there's a book of animals and geography in it. Circa 1985. So it looks like the stuff in there is good shape. So again, random oddities, etc. This is a little more modern. This is the Stratosphere source book for Unknown Armies First Edition by Atlas Games, and that was basically brand new. Hush Hush, same thing. Weep, also Unknown Armies. Postmodern Magic. This is Unknown Armies First Edition, Atlas Games. We've got Break Today. This is for Unknown Armies Second Edition. Copy of Unknown Armies Second Edition. One Shots, which is another First Edition supplement. Lawyers, Guns, and Money, First Edition, Unknown Armies. An actual copy of First Edition Unknown Armies, and it's been a long time since I had a First Edition rule book. The Victoriana core book, Fusion. This is Heresy Gaming. I need to wipe it down, it's a little dusty. Using the Fusion system that R. Talsorian has. The Dragon in the Smoke supplement for that, Victoriana. Gimme a Steak, Medium Rare, Nightshift Games. Another Nightshift Games item, some small press stuff. And then Vampire Hunters. This is Nightshift Games. This was done, I want to say, early 2000s. As it was one of the first books. 1999, so I was close. The Underworld. Oh boy. Sinister Creative Systems. The Underworld role-playing game, I guess. Kind of a dark cover, so tough to see. Ultimate Power role-playing system. Super System. This was done by the Game Lords, 1994. Got some West End Games stuff. Here we've got the World of Aden Campaign Chronicles. And then the World of Aden core book. D6 Systems, based on the computer game. Spook Show. This is a small press. This was Clockworks Publishing. Remember when this came out? Spook Show. And then we also have the source book that they did, Outside Standard Channels. Those are the only two items that I believe ever came out for that. Ultimate Fan Guide. This is a Guardians of Order for Big Eye, Small Mouth. This is Serial Experiments Lane. I don't think this is the D21. They did a whole run of some of the anime stuff. Scarred Lands Gazetteer for D20, Sword and Sorcery by White Wolf. Eden Studios Presents. This is the volume 1 of that. Ooh, this is cool. A whole stack of Villains and Vigilantes modules, which I am out of almost all of them. So we got a great run here of this Crisis Crusader Citadel, Search for the Sensei, the DNA Agents source book with that great artwork on there, Will Eisner, the Battle Above the Earth source book module, Force module. Island of Dr. Apocalypse. There's a Crisis at Crusader Citadel. The Fantasy Games Unlimited. Villains and Vigilantes revised rulebook. I would say this was done around 80, I don't remember when that one was actually published. Another copy of the Crisis at Crusader Citadel. This one's got spine wear and some rusting to staples. Another Villains and Vigilantes. Same issues that other one had. Preemptive Strike. This one's in great condition. No rust or anything. Assassin. From the Deeps of Space. Price tag on it, but otherwise pretty good shape. Some dirtiness, little, I don't know. The Devil's Domain module with the price tag. Most Wanted Volume 1. Got some creases to it. This is a Judges Guild module for V&V. This is the Breakout at 3 Kilometer Island. The Secrets in the Swamp. Super Crooks and Criminals with the price tag, unfortunately. And a couple more. The To Tackle the Totem. Super villain group. Terror by Night. Adding in some vampires and stuff. And then Organized Crimes. And that is it. So, another great box. It's been a lot of fun going through this stuff. We've got Unknown Armies, we've got Villains and Vigilantes, we've got Nightshift Games, and then just a bunch of random stuff. Thanks for watching. Check us out on Whatnot. Check us out on our website. And tell all your friends. See you on the next one.